Well, good morning, Shackley family. Welcome to this edition of Coffee Talk, where we're going to discuss a very amazing nutrient that is found in several Shackley products. And that, of course, is spinach. Spinach has come to light recently as one of the 3 ingredients found in the new Organic Greens booster. But did you know that spinach has been in the Shackley Vita C with iron ever since its production? And there's a reason for that. And many of you have thought that spinach is a great food, but you probably didn't know that it is related to Swiss chard and amaranth. It's in the same family, the Arampaceae family of plants, which sets it aside as being one of the most nutritious green plants in existence. Studies have shown that the ingredients in ingredients in spinach actually prevent cancer in experimental animals, even when they are genetically predisposed to it. And these different types of cancers of the breast and colon and the prostate seem to be the ones that spinach actually helps the most. It protects against heart disease, and we know that the inflammation that can come about from not eating a perfect diet and being in perfect physical fitness makes us create tremendous amounts of free radicals. And those inflammatory free radicals are neutralized by the great amount of antioxidants called zeaxanthins and violaxanthins that are not common in very many other foods, and they are present in spinach. The immunity effects of spinach come about primarily from the vitamin A and vitamin C. And these 2 nutrients are extremely important. We cannot get enough of those in most cases. And so the spinach ingredient in the organic green booster is an amazing addition. And most people don't realize it, but the average American eats about 2.5 pounds of spinach per year. And that's not nearly enough to get the full benefit of what spinach can do. Spinach can protect against diabetes, and this was an amazing finding that there are a group of compounds called phytoecdysterols, which actually boost up the ability of our insulin to be more effective in controlling blood sugar. And these assistant molecules of antioxidants particularly defend insulin and protect us from developing insulin resistance, which is really the cause for type 2 diabetes or adult onset diabetes. Besides all these great things, we know that spinach helps to protect against eye damage, to prevent macular degeneration. The zeaxanthin and lutein that are found in spinach sets it apart as being an amazing antioxidant. And I find that most people who have a garden and raise spinach are always concerned about getting too much of certain nutrients. And, of course, vitamin K for one, but I want you to see my blog on vitamin K on my website. Do a search on vitamin K and you'll find out the benefits of having organic natural vitamin K present. And K1 is converted, in the bowel into K2. So most people who have a healthy digestive tract are going to have an adequate amount of vitamin K2, which of all the advantages are present with that. And it's really when you have a healthy GI tract. But spinach provides that vitamin K in abundant amounts. The spinach that's in Shackley Organic Greens Booster also helps to protect skin from skin cancer. Not only do we have an adequate and huge amount of vitamin C present in the spinach, but we also find that it contains a bunch of antioxidants that are not found in other foods to any great extent. These antioxidants help to protect the collagen, the connective tissue in our skin, and prevents it from breaking down, which can lead to certain types of skin cancers that have a genetic predisposition. Spinach also is amazing in its ability to help with detoxification. And in this day and age, no one should be ignoring the fact that toxicity takes a toll on us as we get older. And the leaky gut syndrome that we hear so much about actually is protected. We protect our gut when we have an adequate amount of spinach because of the flavonoids that are present. Some of the flavonoids that are found in spinach are not found in fruits and any vegetables to any extent, but they are found in spinach. How about age-related cognitive decline? In other words, forgetfulness and dementia. Well, there's some amazing studies that have been done on spinach being able to slow down the aging process at the cellular level. Isn't that exciting? So having these antioxidants present in the new Shaklee Organic Green Booster is something you and I should consider every day. This would provide us with probably triple to quadruple the amount of spinach that most of us get on a daily basis. And I know some of you are going to say, well, I have spinach salad and I have a spinach toss mixture with vegetable greens and things, and so I'm probably getting enough. Let me tell you, after reading where our organic greens are coming from this time of year, folks, DDT and Roundup is present in almost all of them that come from overseas. And right now we're getting most of them from Central America and Mexico. And so if you can get local greens, you're in great shape. By the way, as far as DDT and Roundup are concerned, nearly every mother in North America that has her milk tested finds residues of Roundup and DDT because of the exposure that has been in our planet for a long period of time. So, one of the other great nutrients, and this is the last one I'm going to talk about, is magnesium, because many of us do not realize the heart benefit and the immune benefit and the glucose regulation benefit that comes from adequate magnesium. Now, the magnesium that's found in spinach is amazingly effective, and that may be why Popeye got the ability to have such great strength and stamina. The iron and calcium that's in spinach is not very well absorbed. Now, if you steam it, you're going to get better quality, but I wouldn't think of spinach as being a great absorbable source of iron. And I know that many vegetarians who are concerned about iron deficiency think they're getting plenty of iron from spinach, when in actuality, they do not absorb that very well. There is one little downside of eating huge quantities of spinach, and that could be the oxalic acid, which actually gets involved in preventing the absorption of calcium and iron. So, for today's Coffee Talk, all of you organic farmers who are enjoying this beautiful spring that we're starting to have, I want to say have a wonderful Shaklee day. This edition of Coffee Talk, where today we're going to finish our visits about the new Shaklee Organic Greens Booster. And of course, the ingredient in question is broccoli sprouts. I don't think anyone could appreciate this addition to the Shaklee line as much as those of us who attended the Linus Pauling Conference last year, where research scientists at the Oregon State University in the research department found that broccoli sprouts, the raw form, contains some amazing ingredients that we do not get in the mature vegetable. Now, you know that all green plants, the green leaves produce the omega-3s. The seeds and nuts and grains produce omega-6s. And since we do not eat as many greens as we should, we end up having a much higher level of omega-6 fatty acids, which are inflammatory. Inflammatory compounds initiate the immune response. But then after the battle is over, the immune system is supposed to calm down, and that's where the omega-3s come in. But beyond that, broccoli sprouts contain an enzyme called myrisinase, which activates in the gut with healthy bacteria a compound called sulforaphane. And these sulforaphane are the compounds that are the most scientifically studied compounds right now. They're part of the human microbiome, but what's amazing is that broccoli sprouts contain between 10 and 100 times the amount of this activating enzyme to produce the sulforanes than broccoli, than mature broccoli. So while your broccoli is healthy for vitamins and minerals and antioxidants, it does not produce the same effect. Now, what's the exciting news about the sulforanes? Sulforanes are compounds that get converted into isocyanates. Now, you might be getting carried away with the chemistry by now, but let me point out that the isocyanates are the compounds that activate the liver to detoxify xenobiotic compounds, the synthetic things, the petroleum byproducts, the exhaust waste, the bisphenol A plastic compounds. If you are getting an adequate amount of this per day that you'll find in the broccoli sprouts, you are getting a tremendous detoxifier. On my website, for the March 13th edition, I have a blog regarding the amazing things about broccoli sprouts, and I'm not going to go into all of those, but I do want to point out to you that you and I cannot eat enough broccoli sprouts in order to do the job. As a matter of fact, you don't even buy them by themselves. You'll always find them in a mixture in the health food store because their taste is a bit strong. And so when Shaklee put together the Organic Greens booster, they did it in a ratio so that the sweetness of the kale and the spinach helps to offset some of the tartness of the sulforanes that are found in the broccoli sprouts. In other words, the scientists at Linus Pauling Institute said if we were to get 1 cup of broccoli sprouts per week, that would be 50 cups per year. It could offset anywhere from 50 to 75% of all the chemicals that we are now being exposed to in an amazing way. Now, you'll note that if you take 1 serving of the Organic Greens booster per day, you're getting the equivalent of 1 cup of all 3, the kale, spinach, and the broccoli sprouts. That will give you an equivalent of 100 cups of each of those per year, 365 days. If you skip a couple days, you're still going to get 300 cups of these, which will give you 100 cups of broccoli sprouts and 100 cups of spinach and 100 cups of kale. That will be double the amount that the scientists at Oregon State University found would be most effective for preventing the accumulation of many of these toxins. So while this is a great advantage for people who do not like to eat a lot of greens, I have some teenage kids as patients who simply can't eat anything green. It just looks horrible to them. But you can mix it in their smoothie. You can put it in their chocolate smoothie or the vanilla in the mornings, the Life Shake, and it goes wonderfully well. It blends in terrific, and they still get their vegetables. So, with the addition of this amazing supplement, I think it's going to help turn around many of our detoxification programs and help people succeed in getting all of the greens that we need. So please visit my blog and read the blog regarding the broccoli sprouts, and you will be amazed at the 8 different things that broccoli sprouts provide that would be very difficult to get from any of your vegetables, even if you grow your own garden like we do. We use our Shaklee Organic Greens Booster every day. So for today's edition, I'm Dr. Brouse, and have a wonderful Shaklee day.